Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your BringItDon. I'm all buffed up, did that off camera, and we're going to continue in Two for McDo for today, because I really want to take care of Armag since he made me mad yesterday by causing me to fail the main quest repeatedly. So let's head in and take care of this fool. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That makes AoE effects much easier to cast. If y'all remember, I was having a lot of trouble casting Fireball next to some Cyclopes earlier. A few episodes ago. And I could hit Control to unsnap it. Alright. What awaits us here? Zurich. The barbarian who stands before you is old but not decrepit. His tan, muscular body seems to be made of bronze. His eyes have no whites, no iris, just black metal, and reflections of invisible fire dance upon their shining surfaces. I greet you in the Temple of Gorm. I'm Zurich, keeper of this tomb. If you come this far, you certainly have potential, but the time has come to determine if you're worthy to enter the inner sanctum. Hey old geezer, who the hell are you to test us? What are you, the oldest and wisest guy around? One swift kick and you turn to dust with all your wisdom. You're young, hot and reckless. Sometimes those like you grow up to be heroes, but they rarely live long enough to get the chance. Shut up, old man. Oh, I'm so mad by all these wise ancient ghosts and the other dusty weaklings. Come here, you. I'm going to... Patience, Reg. Patience, Reg. I want to punch him too, but first I have a few questions. Fine, fine. Alright, I'd like to ask you some questions. When I was young, as you are now, I also craved knowledge. It was only after serving our Lord in Iron for some time that I realized that all the world's knowledge is but smoke on the water and dust in the wind. I can indulge your curiosity, but you should know that words can bear no true wisdom. Such wisdom is only found in the clashing of metal, the roaring of fire, and the crunching of bone. Now where's Armag now? Same place he's been all these ages, in his burial chamber, inside the sacred sword in which Gorm placed his soul. Oh. Or were you asking after the bold boy who dared take the great chieftain's name? That would prove his worth in an honest fight, so I let him enter. I know not what happened to him after taking this sword, but he never came back. Tell me about ancient Armag. Oh, that's a paragraph. Let me collect myself. Alright. I never expected the great chieftain's glory would be forgotten among mortals. Listen well then. Armag was a mighty berserker, and a valiant warlord who led our tribe from one victory to another. Undefeated, he grew too proud, and began bragging that even death herself was unable to lay him low. His words offended Pharasma, so she sent her servants against him. Gorm wouldn't accept that one chose to challenge the goddess of death. Gorm wouldn't accept it, and chose to challenge the goddess of death. While Armag fought armies of monsters on Earth, the two deities fought each other over his soul. And though Armag's runes are too horrible for him to survive, Gorm wouldn't let Pharasma take him. Instead, he placed Armag's soul into his sacred sword, Bane? The very sword that's held in this tomb. Okay. Who are you? I'm Zurich, cleric of Gorm and advisor to the great chieftain Armag. I stayed with him as he ascended into his glory. I saw every step on his path. I fought beside him in each of his battles. When I was slain beside him on the bloody field of his final battle, Gorm made me Armag's guardian. My God ordered me to build this tomb and keep my chieftain's peace until the day when a mighty warrior would arrive, one worthy to wield the sacred sword that holds Armag's soul. Few people have entered this tomb over the centuries, and none have exited. That boy is the first to manage to pass me. Do you think you can be the second? Well, thank you for your answers. No need to thank me. Nothing I told you will help you in battle. Well, let me tell you of my deeds. They'll make my worth clear. Maybe so, but such speeches are sacred. They're like battles themselves. Once you start talking, I won't let you stop the story and leave without a fight. Are you ready? I'm ready. Listen well. Oh, I'm listening, but don't think to defile your lips and my ears with lies. I can see your thoughts as clear as I'll see your guts if you don't speak true. Well, I killed the Stag Lord, leader of a large bandit gang, and took his fort. Simple bandits. Any merchant of the River Kingdoms has fought them at least once. Tell me something worthwhile. I killed Hargolka and Tartuk, a troll king and a kobold king respectively, and destroyed their city. You felled 2 monster kings at once. Yes, that's something to be proud of. What else can you boast? Well, I killed Vorticai, ancient necromancer and ruler of the Cyclopes. Mages, giants, and undead. Three of the world's most disgusting things. Oh boy. I destroyed a whole... I wonder if you actually have Gorm as your... Well, you can't be a paladin of Gorm. You can be a cleric of Gorm. I destroyed a whole battle party of mighty tiger lords led by a cleric known as Dugath. He defeated fighters from my own tribe. I'm the ruler of the Stolen Lands. No one dares doubt my glory. You can clearly see I'm worthy to enter, cleric. Step aside. Not just anyone can boast of such exploits. I, Zurich, declare before the face of Gorm that you are truly a great chieftain, worthy to enter Armag's inner sanctum. The cleric bows his head and steps out of your way. There we go, yeah. Now watch yourself around me. I am a presence to behold. You smell incense in the stale air. What's this guy doing over here? He looks like a merchant or something. Okay. Wait, am I recording? Yes, okay. I hate to have to read that all again. Oh.
I will see this through.
Nothing really worthwhile. Well, here we go. I kind of want to fight him as well. Oh well. Oh, Armag. The Great Chieftain's tomb reeks of death. Not the ancient death of the chieftain himself, but recent death. Dismembered bodies are scattered around the room, the blood staining and pooling on the floor. You barely even recognize the remains as human. They were once members of the Tiger Lords, the barbarians who followed their leader to this tomb, only to fall by his hand. Armag himself stands in the center of the room, clenching a blood-stained sword. He breathes heavily like a hunted animal. His eyes are wild and aimless. His voice is hoarse as he shouts at the slim woman in a great cloak in short, abrupt phrases. Not phases. The woman's yellow eyes are fearless as she watches the chieftain through the holes in the veil that covers her face.
Lies. Armag's entire life a lie. Armag is not Armag. The sword says it is Armag. The sword, it calls Armag an imposter. What now? What? What to do? Who is Armag now?
Hush, my boy. Calm. You really are Armag. There have been no lies. But your soul has slept in the sword for so long, it just doesn't recognize you. It will soon, though, and everything will be all right. You know you are a hero, a great chieftain, the greatest of all chieftains ever born into this world. Remember that. Hold on to it. Great deeds await you. Soon. Very soon.
Stop lying! Armag is not even Armag anymore. Was never Armag in the first place. Armag is like the 8 mothers now. No name, no tribe, no destiny. What's left now? What? Only revenge!
Oh, look at that sword.
Let's finish it quick.
Oh, okay. Bunch of skeletons. Are there any specters? Alright, no specters, so I don't really care.
I'll cut you.
We're going to do a prayer. We're going to do... Oh, I don't know. We'll do the big lightning first. A big shock touch. We'll get a haste going. Don't know why that's not active already. Forgot to do it. Actually, she needs to get up here.
Let us strike as one.
Some of the barbarians.
I grant your death.
See evil? It's chaotic neutral. I love it. Oh, the soundtrack in this area is awesome. Oh, goodness gracious.
I can't keep this up much much longer.
Hang in there, girl. Well, she's gonna do that. She's dead. Do we have any scrolls of Raise Dead? I think we do. If so, I'll keep her dead. We'll just keep chugging away here. Yeah, we have scrolls of Raise Dead.
See what your entrails look like.
Consider me provoked.
Everybody, get this guy. That wasn't too bad. Exhausted barbarian falls to one knee, the blood seeping from his wounds falling to stain the floor. He doesn't look at you. His gaze wanders around the room until it stops on the bodies of his tribesmen. Stand. We need to talk. With great difficulty, the barbarian regains his feet. His bloodshot eyes dart around nervously, studying you from head to toe. Who are these defaced sisters?
The 8 mothers fed Armag, raised him, taught him everything he knows. Since he was born, Armag knew no other family and no other tribe. They told Armag of his great past and his even greater future. And every word was a lie. Armag was just their trained dog. He jumped when told, growled, tore their enemies to pieces. He had no idea for what or why he was fighting. One more thing. Once, Armag heard them talk about another sister. The one they all served. When he asked, they lied. Said there was no 9th sister. That Armag had misheard them. He should have understood then that they weren't to be trusted. Those who lie once are not to be believed twice.
What are you doing here?
Armag, the great chieftain of the past, was buried here. Armag, the great chieftain of the present, was born again. He had to return here to reunite with his soul, the one sleeping within the sword, to become whole again, to restore his power, to reign over the land again, to challenge the gods again. That's what the 8 mothers told Armag. They lied. They were lying all along.
Why did you kill the sister?
Armag took the sword and spoke to Armag's soul. The sword said Armag was not Armag, but just an impudent brat. Ancient Armag's rage blazed like a torch in the night. All that was hidden was unveiled at once. Everything. The 8 mothers raised Armag, and since childhood they kept saying Armag was a great man with a great destiny. Lies! Lies and more lies! Armag is not Armag. Armag is just a toy for the 8 witches. But no more. Armag's life is over. But at least he dies free from all lies.
So much blood was shed in vain, and yet compassion for this person stirred in my heart. A bitter lot. Treason of those you thought were your family.
Why did you kill your people?
Ancient Armag, great chieftain of the past, invincible hero, Gorham's champion. He served only Gorham. Not his people, no. Only Gorham. When he killed, it was not to feed his people, not to gain glory, not for wealth, not for power. No, it was the other way around. He fed his people to make them better killers. The blade was thirsty. It quenched its thirst on the blood of Armag's fellow tribesmen. Ancient Armag was a great warrior, that much is true. But he was a bad chieftain. He would send his people to their deaths for no good reason. Armag wasn't a hero. Armag was a kinslayer.
Alright, why did you attack Brevoy?
The Eight Mothers used to say that today's Armag is a great chieftain, just like ancient Armag. He would defeat anyone he wanted as soon as he could find his soul. They said all he needed to do was find the tomb. Then he could conquer Restov, conquer all of Brevoy. Just find the tomb. But did ancient Armag need some stupid tomb? No! He just fought and won! If Armag is really Armag, he would be bound to win. But this Armag is not that Armag. He led his people into a trap. Realized too late that he won't be able to take Restov. And that's when the Eight Mothers told him they had found the tomb. Armag entered the tomb to become stronger, to save his people, to bring them glory and riches. But all he found was death. Ancient Armag and present Armag have that in common.
We always only achieve death. Even presumed success in mortal matters is actually just one more step toward the grave.
Alright, what will you do if I let you live?
The soul, trapped in this sword, his power became his curse. But the sword's curse brought Armag's power too. His rays burned away all lies, burned away false destiny. Armag sees things clearly now. Armag will create his own destiny. A living soul is stronger than any ancient dead man. The ghost in this sword can whisper whatever he likes. He will never dominate Armag again.
No, your destiny ends here, bud. Raise your hand and deal the final blow.
The grave of the first Armag will accept the body of the second. I see a special dispensation in this. They were both devoured by anger, but now both are dust and peace.
The chieftain of the Tiger Lord silently falls to the floor beside the bodies of his tribesmen, joining the corpses of those he's slain. Alright, well, first things first.
Protus awaits us.
Got to use Bless there, but that's fine.
Any fun to be had?
The end draws near.
I will guide us.
Did I get his sword? That's all I really want. Another piece of another sky metal cogwheel. Cleric of Gorm, Armag himself, so large bastard sword. Amulet, some other stuff. Ooh, a breastplate. Okay, let's take all that stuff. We'll take a gander at that in a minute. Let's finish exploring the this chamber.
Oh, look! I did as you asked.
More stuff, more stuffy stuff. It's not giving me information about these barbarians. That's fine. The spirit barbarians. It reminds me of Diablo 3. The Diablo 3 barbarians. Oh, that's a lot of gold.
Without
Is this
a
a secret door? Looks like a secret door. I don't think there's gonna be any more enemies, but I'm gonna quick save anyway, just to be safe. So I think we're back on the first floor.
See something.
We're definitely back on the first floor, so that's interesting.
Oh, look!
Some chainmail. Chainmail +4. Ooh. Alright, so that way's open for us now. Or open to us now.
Forwards.
Instead of peace and calm, tension and anxiety prevail in this tomb. You can sense that this place wasn't meant for the great Armag's eternal rest, but rather just a nap while he awaited new battles. Interesting. It definitely looks like a door over there. I might pop a wisdom potion and go check that out. Armag took a great deal of trophies to his rest. Now they're all yours by right. Long sword. Ancient Kelid ceramic. Potsherd? Potsherd? I have no idea what that is.
We march ahead.
I'll have Valerie in my group. Oopsies. Alright, so I'm thinking I can find a way to open this door. Come here, I'm gonna pop a thing of wisdom. I can never remember where they're at. There they are. So I think she's... Is perception lower than usual? I thought that made it go up to 24. Let's quick save again before I send her over here to check this out. So I'm gonna do.
That's what I'll do.
This definitely looks like a secret door, right? Or am I crazy? I just have to write it down and check it out later. Because that definitely looks like a door. Like that's 100% a door. I'll try it one more time. I'll reload my quick save. We have to look at all the stuff we picked up as well. See if there's anything we can equip that's better. Well, that's interesting. Alright,
You can count on me. Onwards, together.
That's what I do.
let's give you one of these as well. Yeah, it's 23 perception. It's quick save. Oh, paused. I was like, why isn't he moving? Yeah, if you can't find it with 23 perception, we're not going to find it. Alright, let's get out of here. The episode's only been 20 minutes, so we can go back and claim the lands that I wanted to claim. Might be able to knock out the side quests for the lands. Did I ever pick up? I need to check one more thing. Did I ever buy those emeralds back? From the merchant? I don't remember if I did or not. We'll check. We'll check when we get there. Oh yeah, let's look at the stuff that I picked up. First, adamantine breastplate +4. It's +4. I think it's just better altogether because he doesn't have to worry about arcane spell failure anyway because of he's a magus. What else do we get? Chainmail +4. That's just medium armor. Might be good for like Jathal or something. Weapons. Longsword +3, I think we found. Opener, Bane of all enemies. I think only What's-Her-Face can use this, right? Oh, she can. Oh, because it's a bastard sword, and she can use bastard swords. Okay, I think she just got an upgrade. Let's see. Okay, oh, I'm so excited. A sacred sword of Gorham, used to imprison the soul of Armag, one of the greatest warriors in history. It has the blessing of the god of war, yes, but anyone who would take it in their hands must remain vigilant. For the faint of heart, this blessing can easily become a curse. Ovener Bane is a object of dispute between Phrasma and Gorham, a symbol of the eerie, short-lived triumph of the god of war over the goddess of death. Now wishing to give his champion Armag over to Phrasma and the great river of souls, Gorham infused Armag's soul into the sword, and for 1,000 years it waited for the time when it could return to the chaos of mortal battles for which it was born. The soul of within Ovener Bane can manipulate reality around its wielder, allowing them to cast a small assortment of spells from abjuration and transmutation schools. Each round in combat, the wielder of Ovener Bane risks falling under its influence and losing control over their actions. Each round, the wielder must succeed on a will saving throw. She's -3. She has no wisdom. Or begin attacking the closest target. Each round afterwards, the wielder can make another saving throw to regain control for every successful saving throw against this influence. The DC of subsequent saving throws. So right now it's -5. So she normally has 10. So she's so -2 to attack rolls. Attacks as well, we get +5 enhancement bonus on both attack and damage rolls. So it's a +3 essentially. If uses the power of chaos, it makes the weapon chaotically aligned and thus bypasses corresponding damage reduction. And speed. Making a full attack, the wielder of a speed weapon can make 1 extra attack with it. Like, I'm tempted to, but not right now. She needs to fix her wisdom. And maybe get something that boosts her wisdom as well. So we need to go get some restoration potions, or scrolls, or both. Yeah, let's get out of here. It'd be really good if you had like a cleric or a oh, hello. It's noisy at the tomb's exit. Many Tiger Lord's tribesmen have gathered here. They're arguing and bickering, and the discussion is so heated that some participants have begun punching the opposition or drawing weapons, while the more level heads work to calm them down. As you step forward, the crowd surrounds you. Tiger Lords bombard you with questions about the fate of their deposed chieftain. The Armag was a madman and a kinslayer. He led your tribe to its destruction, but defeated him and his witches. Your words spur a new wave of controversy. As some barbarians cheer, others angrily defend their hero. Gwort, Dugast's apprentice, pushes his way to you through the crowd of arguing barbarians. Who are they? Our elders, clerics, bards, and strongest fighters have gathered here. Everyone important enough to have a voice in the matters of our tribe. And as you can hear, they're more than happy to continue using those voices. The fate of our tribe at stake, I can only pray that Great Gorm holds his hand and allows us to resolve it without bloodshed. But what's going on here? It's a tribal council of sorts. Once word spread about the location of Armag's tomb, elders and other influential tribesmen hurried to come here. Armag's actions have split the tribe in two. Some call him a hero, while others consider him a criminal. Armag's death failed to mend the wounds his life inflicted on the tribe. Quite the contrary, in fact. Chaos and a rift. How else could this story end? Armag may not have been the best chief, but in trying to overthrow him, you only kindled the flames of a feud. Those who curse Armag for sending his tribesmen to senseless deaths also won't tolerate those who praise him as a great chieftain. These seem like Tiger Lord's affairs. Well, what help would I be? Your army forced us to retreat. You defeated our chieftain in an honest fight. How do you know? You weren't even there. What's more, you've achieved what no one before you could. You delved into Armag's tomb and proved yourself worthy to enter his resting chamber. If that weren't enough, the land where the tomb is located is yours, or soon to be yours. Everything hinges upon your decision. Alright, I'll take any Tiger Lords who wish to leave their tribe and live on my lands, provided they swear an oath of fealty first. This time there's no yelling, no bickering. After a short, intense debate, one of the elders addresses you. We gratefully accept your offer. With your permission, we'll settle here, keeping the peace of Armag's tomb as well as the peace of your borders. There's one more issue we must discuss. Who will lead the Numerian Tiger Lords? While it may no longer be your concern, those who make their homes in your lands will need a leader, and this person will need to be respected by the tribe, but also hold your trust. If you nominate an appropriate candidate, we'll heed your decision. I think Dugath is an option here if you manage to not kill him. Gwort is young, but he's brave and smart. In time, he'll make a true chieftain. Your suggestion opens a new wave of debates, but everyone soon calms down. No one can propose a better candidate for leader. Reluctantly, the Tiger Lords finally agree with you. The young man steps forward. Brothers and sisters, your grace, thank you. I won't fail you. Plus, he does seem pretty smart. Very articulate as well. The barbarians listen to Gwort attentively, but with little enthusiasm. After he finishes his speech, it's time for farewells. Some Tiger Lords remain near the tomb with their new leader, while the rest begin their journey back to Numeria. The young cleric shakes your hand. I thank you for giving us shelter. Our tribe will roam this area. If enemies come, have no doubt. We'll stop them. After the new chieftain finishes his speech, the time comes for farewells. Some barbarians exchange hugs and shake their tribesmen's hands with teary eyes, while others simply clench their fists and spit on the ground, muttering curses. Finally, those who decide to return to Numeria leave your lands, and the rest surround their leader. Can I talk to Gord about anything? Or are we done? I think we're done here. Alright, let's leave. Let's go claim land. Ready to rock and roll. Yeah, that final boss fight wasn't too bad. I mean, obviously Valerie died, but other than that, it wasn't, I mean, actually both boss fights hasn't been too bad. My paladin wasn't as good against him because he wasn't evil. He was chaotic neutral. So he was raised by 8 Fae, because when we inspected, the dead Fae in the camp, or the Fae sister in the camp, it said that they were definitely Fae, I thought. Even when she didn't have a mask, her ears were like pointed and stuff, like she looked like she was Fae. Alright, 2 days to get back. We'll finally expand our lands. I'm excited to finally claim lands. Kill everything on the way. I feel good. That dungeon went really well, so before I go into dungeons, I'm going to try to make sure that I have rations with me for now on, because that made it so much easier. Alright, I just killed Armag, but you spiders want some? Please come and get some then. I am going to wreck y'all. I'm not even going to hold back. Let's do this. Yeah, screw you guys. Alright. Alright. Lands Acclaim, and someone in the comments had brought up I should do this Feast for the Afflicted because my kingdom is currently crumbling, and I can potentially, my kingdom can potentially fall and I'll lose the game. So I'm going to do the Feast for the Afflicted when I get back. I'm going to spend 80,000 gold on buying 1,000 extra BP.
Let us strike as one.
Wait a second.
I'm still here.
He's poisonous. There we go. Now I have to even worry about it. I need to go into the files and get that Armag's character portrait and use that for when I play a barbarian, as I really like that character portrait. Him and Dugoths, they both have really good character portraits.
I need to catch my breath.
Alright, let's start assigning people to stuff right now. And then we'll start claiming lands. Everything's going to be great. I'm excited. I might even be able to do some side quests for the artisans while we're here. +3. You suck. Works for me. Alright, everything is ready for the coronation. Crap. I'm trying to avoid going into... Yeah, so I'm not going to go into the thing yet. I claim Glenabon as well. Son of a gun. There's a lot of stuff I gotta claim. Can I do it right now? No, I have to go back to the kingdom. Alright, let's head back to the kingdom. We'll save. I'm going to put off the coronation until I collect everything, or claim all the lands. I can go to the marketplace without triggering the coronation, I hope. Should just be a throne room thing. Crap, actually no. Back to the kingdom. I want to assign somebody to the Feast for the Afflicted before I forget. Or Feast for the Afflicted. Whichever. Of course I just put him on something. Alright, that's fine. Because once I claim one land, he should finish that project, and then I can put him on the Feast for the Afflicted. Everything will work out. I'm just so excited I can finally start claiming stuff, and there's nothing stopping me from doing it. As long as I don't show up for the coronation, I shouldn't even have to worry about it. As far as I'm concerned. So we get here, we'll rest. Alright, let's see what's awaiting us here. Sea dragons again. Not super worried about it. We'll just take care of it with him. Excuse me, sorry if y'all heard that. My throat was making noises. We'll deal with that in a minute. Creator needs my help. We'll deal with that in a minute. I'll put him on that. He'll probably fail, but I'm gonna save Valerie because I know she can be used to claim regions. I'm gonna hard save in case something else fails. But nothing should progress until I'm coordinated. At least that's my anticipation. Alright, no one can do that yet. Northern Nar marches, here we go. Oh, come on, really? Alright, he failed that. Figured he would. That project. Alright, so we're immune to poison in our lands. Improved diplomacy. Extra BP. Enchanted wind. Sure. Take care of that for me. Who do I need for? And use Lindsay, so we'll do. Nope, not what I meant to do. Artisan's lost, boom. So I'm gonna lose stuff when I do this. I'm okay with that. I have pretty good stats overall. I don't really care. So we'll do. I need to build a thing right here. Tasselford. Yeah, sure. That's fine. And then let's do another hard save, a separate one, just so nothing goes awry. Claim Silver Step, Lindsay. It's fine. I'm only losing one per thing, right? Alright, so we have Silver Step now. Gambler, of course he failed it. Why wouldn't he? Oh wow, success. Look at that. Of course. General requests an audience, that's fine. Poltergeist in the temple, he can't do that. Event of the month. Yeah, take care of that for me. He's probably gonna fail it, but go ahead and do it anyway. Dead Man's Chest. No one can do that. Winged Menace, and no one can do that. We have new projects. Feast for the Afflicted. Boom. Start that project. Build a town. Alright, so the last area to claim, I'll do it after the coronation. We're going to get coronated. Hopefully that doesn't take too long so that we stop losing stats. So to the throne room.
Your Grace, I just realized that I won't be calling you that much longer. I just wanted to tell you that everything is ready for the celebration. Your guests have arrived, the capital is fully decorated for the festivities, and the people can't wait for you to make your entrance. All right then, now we can definitely start celebrating. It's just so incredible. I'm so excited. A new kingdom is about to appear. Right here, before my very eyes. It's long overdue if you ask me. My book of our adventures is desperately lacking in episodes where the heroes are properly rewarded.
A feast in the royal hall is a welcome change after so many blood-soaked battlefields. It appears everyone is going above and beyond to ensure your coronation ceremony is as fine as we have in Brevoy.
And you more than deserve a lavish celebration. If you hadn't arrived in time and intervened on the battlefield, many would be dead today.
Trust my expertise. High society events quickly become boring, and you'll be thanking the gods for every opportunity to flex your muscles. You'll learn this on your own soon enough. So, now you're but a few mere paces away from the crown. How does it feel?
I'll accept this crown and rule for the benefit of my subjects.
Is that so? I hope you will rule your lands with the same resolve you showed today. When I decided to ally with the mayor of Restov, I was confident in my resolution. In time, I grew to question my decision. But of course, we must look always forward. Never let doubt shake your determination. Let's get to the point. As a sword lord and a defender of Restov and its lands, I want to clarify one thing before your subjects steal you from me. How do you see your alliance with Rostland? Our states are related today and for years to come. I support your ascent to the throne, but you must understand that this imposes upon you some obligations as well. Think carefully before you answer. Your words will define how close our states become in the future.
Well, I have nothing but respect for you. As of right now, hopefully you don't stab me in the back, so... I wish to unite our powers, and make our enemies tremble at the very mention of our names. Together we'll make our nations the greatest allies of Aveston.
Then it is decided. I like it when people get straight to business, rather than wasting time in idle chat. Our advisors will discuss the specifics of our alliance in greater detail, but I already like what I hear. We are decided then. We have lingered too long already. Your people await you outside, Your Highness. It's time you emerge and greet your subjects.
Can I take care of this stuff before I do that? Because I don't think I built a town. I'm gonna quick save. I don't think I built a town in the Silver Steps. I'm gonna do that real quick. I guess I can't do it right now. Alright, that's fine. Oh, he's leaning backwards. It's like, why is his head not where it should be?
Forwards.
Let's go ahead and deal with this real quick. lengthy loading screen. Come on.
Baron, what took you so long? Everybody has been waiting for you. Hurry up!
Well, I was claiming lands, and that takes 2 weeks, so...
I searched all the books, but I couldn't find anything that resembled a coronation protocol for the stolen lands. So, I took the liberty of penning the program myself. Don't worry, I did the very best I could.
Lindsay clears her throat and turns to the crowd.
Citizens of the kingdom, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great excitement and indescribable awe that I, Lindsay, official chronicler of the hero who stands beside me, hereby declare the beginning of a sacred ceremony, the coronation of the first legitimate ruler in the history of the Stolen Lands. By the power of the representatives of the other royal houses who recognize him as their equal, and according to the will of the people who accepted him, he now ascends the throne, which has been waiting empty for so long, for such a worthy ruler. My fellow citizens, I hereby introduce your king and your undisputed leader. Now he stands before you, ready to accept your will. Everyone who has gathered here, are you ready to swear fealty to your new ruler?
I swear.
Erastil, save the king! Hail to the king!
We pledge our loyalty.
Long live the king!
I am not subject to anyone, so I cannot swear fealty. But I have nothing to say against a king such as this.
Alright. Throw him in the dungeon, we're gonna have a beheading later.
So it is decided. And now, it's your turn, your highness. Into your hands we commend our lives, and humbly request you address the fate that awaits for us under your rule. Please now answer. How do you intend to rule this land and its people? With benevolence and care for those who suffer, or with strength and severity for the unworthy?
Well, I guess now it's time to become a fallen paladin, right? It was all a ruse to get into to become king. Why is Knock Knock up there? I hope abide by my laws may rely on my mercy.
Will you honor the old ways and traditions, which spread through these lands long before your time? And will you abide its laws, which all accept?
I will abide the laws which benefit my subjects and my lands.
And finally, what will be the motto under which you shall rule? Proclaim it now for us to witness, and we shall etch this solemn moment into our hearts.
Honor and law.
Well now. Esteemed gentlemen, fair ladies, the ceremony is complete, and now the long-awaited moment has arrived. Let us bow together and witness this solemn moment, the crown. Speech, Your Highness. According to tradition, we need a speech.
Fine, I shall speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Highness wishes to give a speech.
Looks ridiculous. I hate the typical looking crowns. You step forward, the countless faces of the crowd, so noisy just a moment ago, now become still, their eyes all upon you. My good subjects, my only dream is to deliver peace and safety to those who have put their trust in me, something you have so desperately needed for so long. Your words flow as a river, sincere, benevolent, and warm. The faces in the crowd light up, as if a timid sunray peeked out from behind the clouds. One onlooker, then another, wipes their eyes with a stealthy gesture, as others smile and nod with manful dignity. I believe with all my heart that justice and prosperity are rooted in the law. I swear before you this day that I shall rule in accordance with the traditions and laws that serve what is good and right. Several people glance at you grimly and turn away in haste, trying to fade into a crowd. Most exchange quick looks and nod to each other, their faces solemn and sedate.
My goodness, Your Highness! I always knew you were a man of many talents, but your gift of eloquence is without equal. The king has spoken! Hail to the king!
Well, my eloquence is without equal, thanks to dialogue choices.
To the king! Let His Highness's name be praised throughout the century.
That's right. Every word you said was perfect. With a ruler like this, the future of the stolen lands is looking bright.
What passion! What intensity! Indeed, the Rushlight tournament would be incomplete without your participation.
Listen to me. By His Highness's declaration, the celebration has begun!
Just ignore her.
We've heard enough speeches. Now let us enjoy the feast and raise a toast to the health of our king.
Hey Jthal, why aren't you over there plotting? He looks like the guy that resurrected Tartuccio.
This was a true triumph. Forget some simple barony. Our ruler now wore the crown of a monarch. The time had come for royal feats and equally royal dangers.
Forwards.
Alright, how long has this episode been? 50 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna go build that town real quick. Oh crap, no, people are gonna want to talk to me in here. Crap. Forgot about that. Wonder where the last load was at. Shoot. I should just call the episode there. Like, alright, we're done. Can't save it here. Alright, we're gonna call the episode here. I'm not gonna talk to this guy. I'm gonna reload after the speech. I'm gonna go manage my inventory. In the next episode, we'll deal with all this stuff, and we'll finish expanding. We're gonna deal with all the kingdom stuff, and whatever side quest that entails. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next episode.